Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Mongolia. Today I am going to meet young Mongolian rock band Erkhlen.
Нөө сайн байна. За. Студ тавтай барьс манай. What I really thought something is cool is that I actually, the fact that I'm Mongolian, and I thought those bands such as maybe The Who or Erkhlen or maybe Erkhlen, right? And they are from the same country as I am, and they are doing it. And that just really influenced me to wait, so that means I can actually mix up some things and actually start working out, And that's kind of why I kind of picked up maybe Murahor or I couldn't, I wasn't even able to throat sing when I was maybe 2 years ago, but now I for some reason can, and I decided to use that as another unique sounds. Also the jaw harp and that sort of stuff helped the music to get it done. If you don't play it correctly, it's very harmful for your teeth, so be careful. I might mess up my teeth as well, but let's see. Yeah, it's very simple, but really catchy.
There is some room in the dark that leaves you without no spark. Your faith could be painful, but you'll stay. Be witness at the thing, person гэж бодсон бодлоо намаа нэг нэг тэгэр ертөн зүү оцсон төлөө харахгүй хөвгөл дата түгжигдсэн тэндээс арган туу төгний зам зүгчгсэн гэрч тэвч их уюутанд гаран олон асуудлууд таарна асал бүрий хайраг одоо чихэн үнийг харан авсан дотор байгаа өртөгөө тэрс хандасан төдий хэдэр гарна.
I was just pretty much obsessed with music ever since I was born, because I had piano already, and I had to put up some random notes that I don't know and just kind of learn it myself. And I was actually, I remember when I was first grade, I actually got into this singing contest as my first grader, and then I actually won, and the song I sang was New Do I by Linkin Park. So that kind of proves that I was kind of really into those live music stuff when I was just very young. And later on, I decided to pick up ukulele, and then bass, and then guitar, and pretty much every instrument that I thought it was cool. Plus the fact that I was actually a very big fan of 21 Pilots. And they really inspired me to actually kind of start doing music. They don't even have some sort of, particular professional musical notes that they could come up to, but they're different and they're unique. And that's just kind of how I really got inspired from them, that I can actually make things work myself. So, but I should say I'm a very bad four-set fiddle player. Like I said, I'm all self-taught, and this is the hardest instrument that I've been playing, because I've been playing it for only a year or maybe just more than that. So I'm really striving to learn this instrument, but I will play very well in the future. Also, I customized my horse-head fiddle itself to make it electric. So obviously it was acoustic, but I replaced this bridge from Fishman, and I made it electric. And yeah, so I ordered this shirt with the design with this, which is the cloud, and this is the logo that I customized. So this is clearly our band's logo. And in my back, there is this Mongolian script that says our band's name, which is Erkhlen. And I think it's a very just cool way to kind of represent, the way that how our band works and, how it illustrates. So in the fifth song of the upcoming album, which is called Thunderer, and that kind of have this influence of singing in English, but throat singing in English. And I think that's another starting interesting fact about our band. And further on, I'm really looking forward, to those kind of ideas, which makes it interesting as the way of how it works with throat singing, but in English. It's just kind of like have this, diversity in it, and of how I really want to kind of like, make it abroad. Well, I actually have like a solo album before the band, which is named Existentiest. And if you actually look at it, it's kind of like have the meaning of, some sort of some negativity in it. And it basically means like a person who hides pain behind a smile. And I decided to put up all the negativity or the, negative thoughts or depression, whatever, and that kind of stuff into that word. And I kind of took out the first four words, which is the exe, and then I added salvation, which means, like getting saved or like rescued, right? So as the last four words of that word, and I combine it as like accession, and that's pretty much means like getting saved or the relief of your pain or your, like whatever you're going through. So it's just pretty much about like this statement of kind of getting rescued from your inner demons. Ho có tình đây giờ giờ đây ô đó à đâu đã mình đâu sinh ho không mong là nick từ cái ho chân lực ý đưa ra hey if I could describe my music, I'd say a man who's riding a horse with a guitar in his back instead of a blade. It kind of sounds weird, but it's kind of like a cool illusion if you actually kind of imagine, kind of like you're on the road, you're with the horse, and that horse kind of have the elements of that, that was Mongolian, like this, on maybe some of the countryside here. Instead of like maybe a bow or a blade or melee, you have this guitar on your back. So that's just kind of like really makes it like something like interesting and different to see. Yeah, I mean that could actually be some description about the band. And if I could like go up on stage, you're gonna like exactly hear those, guitars and raps and throat sings at the same time with guitars and bass and this rock influences. So yeah, I think that's what I'll say. the throat singer, Batsurik. And it's just about he's on, you know, some mountain, you know, just chilling with his murrenhor and his throat singing. And just people are crazy about it. I think that's just really cool that, you know, people are into like throat singing and they just like get really energized by it. And also it's a very rare thing as someone who would do that. So I think that's just what makes it very valuable, you know, more than being, you know, maybe like common, right? The fact that we kind of have those, like for example, the horsehead fiddle, I mean the strings are from horsetail, right? Those kind of stuff make it like us being really close to the nature. And obviously we're from Earth, and but just the fact that, you know, our music just sounds cool. I think it's just a really lucky thing that we have those instruments, that we have to keep up with it, you know, keep this culture in the future. So yeah, it's just really different, that thing.
It has been a full of experience year. I never really thought myself that I would be a lead singer of a certain band. And when you kind of start being inside of this industry, it's when you're gonna start thinking a lot, because that's when you realize that everything's not gonna go as you think, and it's gonna have to fight against it. And this is when you realize that it would definitely take a long time, and it would require a lot of patience from you, and also to be disciplined in what you're doing, and to be reserved.